and welcome. Check my... I have no idea why, but my sound on this microphone is terrible. I need a new microphone, I think. Oh. Hello? There we go. I'm so done with today. But yes, welcome. This is episode... I'm just having a mini-make breakdown before stream, you know? It's all good. But this is episode 5 of the Tower of Divinity campaign, which is the side campaign that I put together for anyone really. If you do wish to join, just ! Discord. Hop in the Discord and get on some sign-up sheets, and you could maybe be part of many campaigns that we are planning to do and currently are doing as well at the minute. So make sure you do that. But yes, I really hate my microphone. Honey, if you're listening, get me a new microphone. That's what I want. Oh. Shall we go to the party and see what they're up to? Let's go into the Discord. Hi! Amia! How are we all? So you're all that good, wow. I don't think you are.
And it was supposed to teach him that maybe other races are better, but now he wants to recreate the Elven Empire, and I'm very upset by this.
This is the joy and the fear of joint story making in D&D.
Oh, indeed. Oh, well. With that, I guess we should introduce ourselves.
Indeed. Who would like to go first?
For the party, I will be I can't use words. Can you disconnect your cameras, please? Again, I won't be able to play otherwise. Or I'll do it manually. This is less of a request and more I'm just telling you. Anyway.
Very well.
So yeah, who wants to go first? Drunky? That's so nice of you.
Hi, I'm Drunky. I play Recon, a 15-year-old half-elf summoner with my green squirrel friend Hikaru.
Easy.
Yep, I'm Ian. I play Maisie, and I'm into books and long climbs, but only in open spaces.
Perry.
I'm Chrissy. I play Perry, the other duo of the pair of Phineas, brotherly, sisterly bond we have. I am a tiefling, and some would say I am the healer of the group.
Phineas.
Some would say that. Hi, I'm Wes. I play Phineas, 22-year-old-ish tiefling, and is definitely still alive and not at all dead.
And for the observant ones, you might have noticed a new face.
Hello.
We have
Hello. I am CM. You might recognise this voice from the other campaign, Tribune, where I play Morgan. But today, I am playing Raiko, a half-elf 16-year-old who has a penchant for large keys.
Why is there so many children?
I don't know. It's anime.
Yes. We could be 16, we could be 200. Who can tell?
To be fair.
And that is literally D&D as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for today, I've even roped Loso into playing a small character.
I'm Loso Jam, the best DM. And yeah, essentially today I'm playing Nimrod Hexador, a spectral elf who is a self-proclaimed medium of the divine themselves, a famous adventurer and well-known author.
There you go.
And automatically Macy's best friend.
Yes.
Yep.
Or worst enemy.
So with
I
that,
think we'd be the last of it, considering books.
I mean, he's writing the books, he doesn't need to read them.
Very true.
so at the end of last week, you managed to, well, the party, should I say, because some aren't here today, but the party managed to solve the puzzles of the second floor. They found the holy symbol, which they're hoping will heal a certain member who was almost dead. Could be dead. Who knows? Let's go find out. As they awaken a day and a half after the events of last week. Wow, you're so talkative.
Please don't all speak at once.
I can't get out my door.
They said heroically.
Very tired, okay?
And the music has stopped, by the way. As a DM,
Ominous.
That's the eerie silence of
there we go.
Maisie awakens and heads straight for the books. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, Maisie?
I don't think at this point. I think I'm just taking note of what's there generally and what I may or may not have read before.
And I love that you just completely walked past and don't seem too concerned about Phineas. Brilliant.
Oh.
Who's awake
My bad.
next?
Yeah. It's like, wait,
The ghost.
Okay, so everybody's having a bit of a lion. So in that case, we will head on over to the new member. Raiko is currently in the main hall, surrounded by many other adventurers. Would you like to describe yourself a little, Raiko?
Raiko is about... what height did I say it was? About 5'7", so not too tall, not too short. Half-elf man with light spiky hair, as you may expect from an anime boyo, who just kind of irradiates positivity with a big old smile on his face.
I have not set you up to be seen on stream, so I'm doing
Oh, no!
good right now.
And if I move next to the owl, can you see me?
Can indeed.
There we go. I'll just move
Only
here.
just.
There we go.
Have fun role playing while I sort this out.
Oh! Hi there!
The two adventurers are in front of you, a Tabaxian and a human. They seem to be deep in conversation about magical arts. They look over their shoulder as you say this and sort of brush you away.
My name's Raiko, what's yours?
The Tabaxian rolls their eyes and looks you up and down. I find that to be none of your business. They sort of turn away from you to continue talking.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of new to all this, are you guys adventurers?
The human sort of laughs to himself before the Tabaxian turns back to you and sort of leans down to look at you. Yes, and it looks like you're lost.
Well, no, I'm an adventurer too.
The Tabaxian and the human break into laughter as they continue to talk amongst themselves.
Well, I think I'd best just go now. It was nice meeting you, though. And hey, if you ever need a third, let me know.
They do not respond.
Neat. Oh no, you haven't got eyes. You're kind of scary. No, don't like that. Nope. Hi, sir. Excuse me.
As you walk behind the Aarakocra owl person, they put a large binder-like thing in the book to keep where they were at before turning to look at you. Pretend that they're looking at you. There we go. Why, hello there.
Hi. I'm not really sure what the deal is here. I know I need to try and meet people to, start exploring, but can you tell me a wee bit more about all this and where I am and who you are even? Are you an adventurer?
The owl adjusts its tiny little spectacles that sit at the very top of its beak, looking down at you through the clouded glass. You came alone. Most don't do that. This is the Hall of Heroes. I am a hero, yes. I collect magical poems on behalf of my family. I don't particularly travel with a massive party. We go and, as the locals would say, clean up after other heroes. Heroes, I assume, like yourself.
Oh, what do you mean clean up? Do you mean, are adventurers messy?
Adventurers are often too involved with adventuring. He looks down his glasses again at you, sort of judging that if you are really an adventurer or not. They are too eager to please and leave far too many things behind.
Kinda hard to carry everything, I've only got 2 hands. And he just sticks them up in front of his face and just grins massively.
The owl is taken aback by this action. Sort of pats themselves down before responding. And that's why you travel in groups. Small person.
Oh, my name's Raiko. I never told you. Hi. You don't need to call me small person.
Well, Raiko. I'm Scowl.
Scowl? Oh, that's a mean-sounding name.
And yours sounds very childish.
Well, yeah, I'm 16. What'd you expect?
But one day you won't be, and you'll still have the same name.
Well, at least I've still got my life ahead of me.
As you walk away, the owl simply states, I doubt that very much. Before returning to the book. They were reading.
I did like that group. That man has no eyes. Hi!
As you approach, these 3 heroes stood within the Grogkeep family portion. They all seem to emanate a different kind of aura. The pink-haired one emanates this cold, death-like feeling around it. The one with the glowing halo has a very calming sort of appeal to it. You notice one eye is completely dark and one eye is almost as bright as the sun. The third is someone ironically you would know, but yeah. The third is a smaller, quieter looking person, with a less of a more appealing or devastating aura. There seems to be some kind of warmth around them. They seem to be in a deep conversation about matters you wouldn't understand.
Hello? Wow, it's a
Buzz off,
tough crowd.
Squeak.
Oh, okay, not that little, but... Okay, you smell funny. Oh, no, you didn't like me either. It's kind of limited choice here. Hi!
As you approach, a young-ish woman with pink hair who has a small pin in the front of her hair, which represents and symbolizes the 5 families of the tower.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Why, thank you. You notice as she speaks, her smile, she has a unnerving smile that does not break. No matter what she states, her smile remains the same.
I like smiling too.
Wonderful. And how may I aid you today?
Well, I'm an adventurer, and I've been told I need a group to go into the tower with, and I really want to go in the tower.
She pulls out a small clipboard from attached to her side. As she looks up and down, do you have a name?
My name's Raiko.
Raiko. As she flips through pages trying to find. It appears you are teamless, as you've just arrived.
Yeah.
May I ask what family you have joined?
I think it was they wrote it down for me. I'm not very good with that, but I want to say Triss, Lord Yogren Triss.
Yogren Triss.
Yeah.
Scribbles down with a pen on a piece of paper. Excellent. And you have not yet found a boarding party?
Well, nobody really wants to spend time with me.
Well, I'm sure we can find you someone.
Oh, good.
She flipped through the pages, sort of like rummaging through. Perhaps, if you wait within the following corridor, we will see if we can find you someone. She beckons and points towards a large door located there.
Ooh, thank you so much. Thank you.
As you head out of the door to the main hall, we will head on over to Rekon, who is now roused from slumber.
Rekon just starts making his way into the main room. Glances over at Maisie looking at books. Isn't overly surprised. Sits down for breakfast and just calls over to her. Oh, morning, Maisie.
Oh, morning. Just having a browse.
Oh, anything good today?
Same as yesterday. Not that surprising, I guess.
Oh, they still have the words, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
No matter. Morning, Perry.
Morning.
Did anyone check on Phineas? How's he doing?
I kind of kicked his door, but there was no response, so he'll probably be up anytime soon.
I hope he's okay.
You checked his door?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna go and check on him, just to be sure.
You do notice his door is wide open.
Oh god, which one? Oh, it's that one. What's this Phineas's door?
It was the room across from yours.
Oh, he's not there.
You are greeted by Theodore. That was it. You're greeted by Theodore, a face you remember from the last time you went into the dungeon. There is no Phineas, but the last time you saw him, left him in bed holding the holy symbol to hopefully heal him.
Theodore. Hi.
Good morning.
Where's Phineas?
Phineas has moved on.
What do you mean moved on?
He's not here. Gone.
Do you know where he is?
I'm not his keeper. Why would I know?
But why are you in his room then?
Because he was very messy. And we need to clean up the room for the next adventurers.
Can I roll insight on if he's telling the truth or not?
Yeah?
I almost thought that was going to be a 1. Jesus Christ.
He is definitely telling the truth. You remember from at the end of last session that there was a lot more heroes shown up in the Great Hall. So, like, there's only 6 bedrooms. How are they going to house everybody?
So you said Phineas moved on, but to where?
I assume somewhere better than here.
Do you have any idea where?
Again, I don't know what happens.
Would this fit know?
Please, I have lots to do today. As he turns around and starts making the bed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold you to your word here, since you said. But if I find out that Phineas is not in this room or in this tower anymore, you and I are gonna have some problems. Anyway, good day.
It's not me that got him killed. You return to the table.
So is he okay then?
How's he doing?
So if Phineas is not in his room,
Oh, is he up already?
I met Theodore. You know, the guy
the
that we met.
receptionist.
Yeah, the super rude guy.
Yes, I remember him.
Apparently Phineas has moved on. His word, not mine.
Moved on? That sounds a little bit ominous.
Yes, and he wouldn't give an answer. Like, at all. Like, he just kept saying Phineas had moved on.
Like, is he still alive?
I mean, the last time I saw Phineas, I took the holy sign symbol and placed it on the hand where the vein, the black thingy was coming to try and see if that would heal him. And then I guess I just passed out from exhaustion.
Ikaru jumps on the table and onto your shoulder and just nuzzles into your cheek.
Oh! That's adorable!
What did...
So, I mean...
Instantly forgot about Phineas.
Oh my god.
He's not...
I don't know. I mean, we should probably wake up the others and see if we can get some more answers. I mean, he was still wearing the symbol from the family, yeah. So perhaps they can tell us more. I'm not sure.
Or what about that Lisbeth woman? She knows quite a bit.
I asked Theodore about if Lisbeth could potentially help, and he just said the exact same thing. Phineas has moved on. So I don't know. We should probably find her.
Is he still in there?
He was when I left here.
Recon stands up and goes to the room.
You see Theodore finishing making the bed.
Theodore?
Yes, little one?
Where did Phineas go?
This again. He's moved on.
Moved on where?
He is not here.
Well, I can see that he's not here. I've got eyes.
Then why do you assume I know? I am
Because you're
also
sorting out
here.
his room.
Of course. Other adventurers need rooms.
Does this
Maybe.
happen a lot? Or does he come back?
I do not know.
Where's his room now?
Unfortunately, until the reconstructions are finished, you will all have to share rooms.
Perry ends up walking towards the room again to see if it's possible to look for a sign that she and Phineas share when they don't see each other.
Look for a sign of her.
You know our code language?
Oh.
I just remembered myself, yeah, so.
Roll investigation.
No.
You try looking. If there was a sign left behind, Theodore would have already cleaned it up.
I'm a Theodore.
Oh. That was a useful chat, thanks.
I suggest you join the others in the main hall.
Recon goes over to this closed door and just starts banging on it to see if anyone's inside.
You bang, and there is no response.
Phineas? Phineas?
Tries this door.
Again, no response.
A little bit panicked, Recon runs after the other two.
Should probably go to the main hall, like you said. Maybe we can get some answers there.
Oh! Wait, is this one of them?
On your way to the main hall, you see a lilac-haired child coming down the corridors.
Hi! Hello?
Recon instantly hides behind Perry.
I was to say, kind of shielding Recon a little bit behind me. I'm not that tall, but I'm still taller.
Are you the group I meant to join?
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to say no. We could do with a little bit more assistance here.
Yes.
Calm down. You might change your mind in the not too distant future about all this, but we'll see how we go.
I could never change my mind about this. Let's go. Come on. Where's our first dungeon? Where do we go first?
Jesus. Okay. Hi. Can we turn it down a little bit? It's still in the morning.
Is it? I have no idea what time of the day it is.
How many? Do you know by any chance of a beverage called coffee?
No, I'm just naturally like this.
Oh, sweet Jesus, this is gonna be a long day.
Recon peers round and just says, "Have you seen another tiefling?"
What's
Yeah,
a tiefling?
He's about like he's the same color as me, but he's like way taller.
There's a lot of people in the main hall, but I don't think I saw anyone like that.
Perry kind of looks over his shoulder and like kind of half whispers to Reckon we should probably go join them.
Let's go. My name's Reckon.
Hi, I'm Raiko. And you see a big cheesy grin appear again on his face, just like,
I'm Perry. The tiefling we're looking for is my brother. His name is Phineas.
Oh, it's nice to meet y'all.
And our friend who just left, that's Maisie.
Oh.
If you have any questions about books,
Well, not so much about books. I just have questions in general, but do you know what? We can answer them on the way, on our adventure. Come on.
Alright, let's go. Come on, Reckon.
Early in the morning.
Wait. Go to the toilet before you go on an adventure.
Oh my god.
I'll be fast, I promise.
Well, I guess I'd rather you did it here.
Well, then in the dungeon.
Oh, maybe we should wait. This one doesn't strike me as someone that's good with directions.
Isn't there a bathtub in the toilet?
Oh no, does someone want to go and check?
I'll go check, don't worry.
Thank you.
I am the healer afterwards, so might as well. You're
I'm washing my...
Okay, good. Just double checking, because we have had an incident with a bathtub before and it did not look well afterwards. So, just keeping an eye on each other.
What kind of incident?
Let's just put it this way. We do not trust bathtubs after this.
Oh, well... Sure, yeah.
So
I never
you
like
ready?
taking baths either.
Let's go.
Okay.
No incidents with the bathtub.
Oh, good. Sweet.
What's in your hair?
You would see like a little green head pop up and just kind of look you up and down, try to suss you out. And Recon just kind of says, "Oh, it's Ikari, my friend.
He seems nice.
He's yeah."
So I'm just gonna ask out of character. Wes, are you down in the bottom?
I don't know.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I see this bet. We could probably go and ask her if she seems
Okay.
in it.
Hello?
I found a group.
Ah, yes.
Sorry, I apologize. I would call something out. Yeah. There we go. Are you continuing now?
Sure.
Cool.
Ah, so you have.
About the rest of our party that I'm pretty sure we had before. Is this a castle movie situation, or what's going on there?
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Perry, if you got this one, it's way too early in the morning for me.
So, Elizabeth, I'm sorry to ask this, but I came into this tower long ago with my brother, who's like a million times taller than me. Have you seen him? Because I met Theodore, and like his room was opposite of mine, and he's not there anymore, and I'm kind of scared now.
Oh yes, Perry. I liked him. He's over there, and she points over to the other side of the room. Where...
Why'd you have to go and say something like that?
The rest of like the group Destiny, me just hear me shout Phineas, and then just insta runs over there.
Oh, Phineas.
And so Perry just quickly scratches her nose when she's like staring at Phineas, being like,
Phineas flips her off and just says, "What took you guys long enough?"
Perry turns to Flip and it's like, why do you have to scare us like that? I mean, we saw Theodore and the room, and he kept saying that you moved on, and don't do that to me! And then like Perry just punches him like really hard in like the arm, being like, don't do that!
Ouch. Calm down. You guys were asleep for a day and a half. I was just out here gathering some stuff, and as he rubs his arm, you see that he now has a leather cuff with some slots on it. Gathering some supplies and, making sure that we were ready for when you guys came back, because apparently I'm not allowed to go in the tower alone.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. We almost lost Leaf last time.
I mean, he's still alive. If he's still survived, then surely it can't be that dangerous.
But here's the thing, he almost didn't survive.
Yet he did, and he's a child. Speaking of children, who's this?
Oh, this is Riker.
Hi!
You remember, she kind of leans like towards Phineas saying, he's one of the Hydra guys.
Oh god. Another child? I'd look over at Maisie and said, are we just...
Listen, I don't know if we started a creche or what is the thing going on here, but apparently this small person, can help us.
Help us how, exactly? And as I turn to... Raiko.
I'm pretty nifty with my sword. And then I hold it in my hand and just will the keyblade into my hand. Oh.
That's a key. A really large key, I might add.
Yeah, it hurts a lot from what people say. So, it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Does it open a really big door?
That's
Oh,
a
I
really
hope
good
so.
question.
I hope so. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Is it, by any chance, the key to the divine? Because that would save us a lot of time.
That would definitely save a lot of time.
Yeah.
What's the divine?
Why is he in this tower again?
Has any of you guys seen Helion?
Well, you did check the bathtub, yes.
Yes, it was empty. And no blood, so don't worry.
Okay.
It appears that the other child that comes with this one is also missing. Where's your friend,
Leaf?
Rekon?
Leaf, I don't know. He wasn't in his room. I'll ask Lisbeth.
Did he snoop off on his own again? I wonder. I was starting to like the kid.
I mean, let's hope not. That doesn't seem to be going too well for us.
Really like the people and
Wouldn't be the first time.
But are you okay, Phineas? Like, you're completely healed and...
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I woke up and I was told that you guys stayed up all night.
Yeah, because we were kind of scared. We're kind of trying to look for an antidote for you so we can like heal you and get you better.
You guys stay up late? This is so exciting!
You need to not be a bad example to this child. I feel this going wrong.
We need to be quite careful with our words, I think.
Words carry a great deal of weight, you know.
Oh, you would know.
I do feel a bit heavier of late. Is that a comment on my weight?
Wow, Perry.
Well, I do have something for you, though.
That's
Maisie.
harsh even for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Whoa, what you got?
Kind of see Perry pulling out like a tiny, like little notebook thingy, and kind of hands it to Maisie.
Oh no.
I found this, like, wedged in between some, like, when we were upstairs.
Are you sure this is a good idea by handing this to her?
It's safe, I think.
What do you mean it's safe?
Do you not remember what happened last time?
No.
What happened?
We cannot keep going over this, Macy. You absorb books.
I am pretty sure the jury's still out on that one. If it helps, I do seem to occasionally remember things.
Oh, I'm
I
learning
guess that helps.
doesn't match right now. It's great.
Maybe we should go check up Recon asking Lisbeth. Because this is getting tiresome.
Someone new.
As you approach, Elizabeth is talking to a quite tall, slender, greenish, bluish-skinned elf with hair that shifts from purples to pinks. She turns to greet you. Her smile unwavering.
Hi, Lisbeth. Have you seen Helion and Leaf and Bob?
Helion, Leaf, and Bob. Let me think. She pulls out a small notepad and goes through it. It appears that Bob has signed out, most likely exploring the outer city. We believe Leaf is doing the same, and as far as my records show, she looks over to the large staircase. Helion is here as we speak.
Parry just looks towards the staircase and just, like, half screams, Helion!
Almost on cue, you see a figure falling headfirst down a couple stairs as they must have tripped. Crash, bang! Ah! Boom! It hits the bottom.
I kind of run over there and be like, okay.
There's
good, he's
bathtubs. No stairs!
I mean, what
Parry
is
kind of like reaches his hand out to kind of help him up.
Recklin helps.
Yeah. We ain't
Peeking
strong,
Helion
but
up,
we can
he
do it.
dusts himself off. Oh, but it's good to see everybody. Hello. Good morning.
Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
I am, thank you. Sorry, I just this getting used to the weight of this thing, and he kind of wiggles the giant hammer on his back and forth as it sways. It's not too heavy.
Looks good on you. Can't wait to see the big guy wield it.
Yeah.
Have you got some like nails to go with it?
Yeah.
Just kind of like confused, looks at you. What?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm new. I'm just really excited by all this. Hi, I'm Raiko.
Nope. I'm Helion. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Is this, look, glancing around, is this one of our new friends that'll go through the tower with us?
I'm a new.
Think so? Yeah.
He's certainly very friendly.
Well, it's good to have you. I just, I was off, I had a breakfast with Leaf before he went out for the day. So, sorry I'm a little late.
Oh, don't worry about it. I think at least you're fine.
But I did give him that list that you guys put together, so that he can go shopping for us.
That's nice. Well, we kind of like. Oh, by the way, Phineas, okay? Phineas is okay. He's up there.
Oh,
Phineas!
thank God. I mean, he's okay. The attitude, I'm not sure has improved any.
Don't worry, just need to smack him
Oh.
and then you should be fine.
Classic Phineas.
Good thing to say about you, old man. Stumbling downstairs.
Old man?
Definitely seem like an old man.
Not sure how to take that. Well, do we know where we're going today? Helion kind of nervously but excitedly kind of bounces up and down.
I suppose back into the tower.
You all see. You all see Elizabeth stood there. She says, "We can help with that one. We have a special task for you today. I would like you all to meet Nimrod."
Yes. It is I, says the tall, the lanky, greenish-bluish elf as they step forward. It is I, Nimrod Hexador, famed adventurer, author, medium to the divine. It is a pleasure to meet me. I am absolutely certain of that.
I'm sorry, medium to the divine?
Medium what? You look like you might be between 4 and 8 feet, to be fair.
He laughed at himself before gaining his composure. I am the divine's personal medium. She speaks through me, and I speak for her.
What's she like?
Can you tell us where she is? That would make this search a whole lot easier.
The divine is tired and sits atop this tower. I'm almost certain everyone knows that much, at least.
Oh, good.
Elizabeth chuckles.
The elf looks towards Lisbeth. Are you certain this is the party you recommend?
These are the party that solved all the floors up until now. I think they can handle it.
Not looking too reassured by this statement. Nimrod begins to walk around your party before locking on directly. There we go. To Akairu, or leaning in to deathly stare into its eyes.
Hikaru stares back.
This is an Eidolon. An actual, living, breathing Eidolon.
How do you know about Eidolons?
Ah, well, you see, when I was in the bogs of Armen, which you would know about if you read my book, Adventures in the Bogs of Armen, we were searching for the crystals of Eidolon. It is said they're very, very powerful. We didn't find any, but we also found out they were extinct. How did you come to own one? A living, breathing one, that?
I don't think I want to tell you. I've just met you.
Interesting. Nothing stays a secret too long. From
Recon,
me!
Recon kind of darts round and hides back behind Perry again.
As you do so,
You kind of see Parrot. I kind of like push your shoulders more outwards, like she's like shielding a bit more.
Nimrod, being quite the tall being himself, just seemingly leans to sort of see around her, to sort of constantly have a gaze upon your Eidolon. Indeed. Interesting.
Just a quick question: how tall is Nimrod?
Nimrod is a spectral elf, meaning they are about. Hold on, I have it down somewhere. They are close to 7 foot.
Can I roll something to see if I've heard of any of these books or the author?
Yes, sure. Wants to roll a history.
With advantage, please.
History?
Yeah.
That is advantage. Let's go. Bump. Oh my god!
How did the natural one
Nice.
so funny. You would recognise the name Nimrod Hexador from many a book, far too many to count.
Amazing,
We'll say
might actually even be fangirling right now.
we can say there are far too many. We can assume that you've read a good chunk of them, though.
You're much taller than I would have thought.
Why, thank you. True adventurers often are. He sort of eyes the children of your party.
It's not all about the size, though. Don't go getting cocky this early on.
Tell me about it. I wish we had some taller ones.
Oh, hush, Phineas.
Sorry, can't help it.
Can't wait until you meet the big guy, though.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
He's growing on me, pardon the pun.
That part of him is.
Nah.
Nimrod has a very special task to perform for us today. It seems we have come to another impasse in the tower. He sent a scouting party And it seems like the way is blocked by some kind of spiritual power. Well, Nimrod is more than capable of taking care of it. We just need escorts.
That is correct. Although I am great and I am strong and I am powerful and all magical, I have my limits. And what I've heard so far, we may be dealing with a Category 5 monster. And, I can deal with it, but I require people to protect me while I do so. I've been told you'll make great assistants, he says with gritted teeth.
Phineas just turns to Lisbeth and says, "So we're just reduced to assistants now? Last I heard we were the only ones clearing floors, and now we are this man's assistant?"
Trust me, not even you could do what this guy can do. The familiars have scouted him out personally.
Do not fret, heroes. Not many people can live up to the greatness of Nimrod Hexador, and if you're lucky, which you might be, you might even get a say in one of my new books, Nimrod versus the Tower.
Now wouldn't that be something?
Oh, good lord.
In a book.
Can I just say, I cannot wait for you to meet the big guy, because you two are going to be so much fun together.
Helion definitely is blushing at this point and kind of looks at the floor.
I mean, Helion, like, the big guy towers over Nimrod, so...
But this Nimrod guy's... He seems so great.
But
He sure
like,
seems that way, doesn't he?
I mean, he is great and all of that, but should we just get this on with so we can get back?
Phineas has already started moving on.
I'm just worried. They said we need escorts. Where are we gonna find them at this hour?
Helion, we are the escorts.
Oh my.
We're escorting Nimrod.
Not the same kind of escorts, Helion.
We are assisting him, so we're gonna...
What kind of escorting are you talking about?
Yeah, I'd like to know too.
Never mind.
Kind of adventure.
Don't even know. No.
Can't tell the children.
Perry kind of leans like her head back all the way, so she can actually gaze at this guy who's like so much taller than her, and it's like, Nimrod, nice to meet you.
Helion is doing his best impression of a cherry tomato.
Oh my god.
Nice to meet you, demon person.
Perry kind of
That's your name.
I think that's racist.
Perry just kind of like, because she's a tiefling, she kind of just like blushes a little bit and runs straight forward to kind of run up behind Phineas.
Good luck! As Lisbeth is waving on one foot.
Reckon, are you coming?
Sorry.
Perry kind of puts her, like, Perry puts one of her hands on Reckoning's shoulders, so kind of like she's like protecting him as well.
Phineas, mind you, has no idea where he's going. He's just assuming we're going back into the town.
Now
Now,
you see,
listen, I don't think I absorbed any of your books, and I'm really sorry if I did. And I don't even think I really absorbed any books. I wouldn't worry about it though.
the statement seems to go over Nimrod's head as he doesn't quite understand what any of what you just said means.
Oh,
this is new.
I forgot that I had it.
Oh my.
oh my.
As Nimrod steps off the teleportation pad that led you here, it is much brighter, much more vibrant as once before. There are 4 doors that lead off from this large pagoda that stands on water. The doors that you can see lead off to seemingly different fractures of the same garden, all stuck in a different point in time. Nimrod stands quite tall as he steps off the portal and states, "This is the 6th floor. I've been informed that there is energy here of some category of demon or monster or something along those lines which are preventing people from progressing. It is our job as heroes to vanquish this evil." But apparently, that's all I was told. He looks around to see if there is any great evil before shrugging. "I'm sure we'll find it. Now,
No.
let us go, adventurers."
Lead the way, oh mighty Nimrod.
Which way do we go, Phineas?
Shouldn't the divine know where this is? Is that not
my
sort of
point
the whole thing?
exactly?
Excellent idea! Excellent indeed. Nimrod sort of goes into a praying position upon the floor and closes their eyes. Oh dear divine, hear me now. Tell me where we are. The room sort of shakes a little bit before you hear weird whispers follow around him. Yes, yes. Ah, indeed. He opens his eyes, jumps to his feet, before exclaiming with his arms in the air, "We are within the Divine's garden. The Divine states this entire floor is to commemorate that she has the power to control the seasons. She created them at least, and therefore they are hers. This is a reminder of her greatness." She says no more, though.
That's not extraordinarily helpful.
The Divine often is.
Maybe she's still tired.
She has
Maybe-
entered a great slumber.
Maybe Maisie.
Does that mean we can go in now?
Feel free to explore. Be careful on touching anything, though.
Oh, no! Right.
Someone keep an eye on the child, please.
Franco.
Does anyone
Not
have
another
any
child!
rope to keep an eye on him?
Anyone get the rope back from that hole? Oh no, not the hole. Never mind.
As you all run off, Nimrod pulls out a large paper pad and a pencil, and he begins to write down the description of everything they say.
Maisie gets a sense you're being graded.
Really ominous, pal.
You find yourself stood in one corner of this large room, which seemingly emanates the feeling of outside. As you walk, the grass itself feels very dead, and there are dead leaves and bushes around you. It is very reminiscent to if you've just walked directly into an autumnal field.
There is the tower.
You can't see the ceiling, mate. Also, this is still. Yeah.
I mean, it's not the usual tower. I mean, if you want, I could try and see if I remember anything about towers and seasons.
You're welcome to roll a history.
Okay. Roll please.
You recall from one of the books you found that detailed the ins and outs of the tower itself. The same book, in fact, that told you about how certain floors move when it is night. You remember that some floors have entirely unique systems and can emulate anything from outside, deep space, under the water. Nothing to your recollection tells of a room like this, but from what you've gathered from what you've read, this is not entirely out of the ordinary.
Okay. So, yes, things like this generally happen in the tower, and ominously just remembered that you can be underwater as well. I don't think that's going to be a problem, though. But this seems in keeping with the normal, shifty weirdness of the tower.
As you discuss this, you see Nimrod write rapidly in a piece of paper while he mumbles to himself. The feline one is very smart indeed.
I'm smart, I know that.
Do I recognize any of the plants around me?
Maisie, they complimented you.
In the autumnal section, you would recognize these as just very generic sort of field plants, nothing more than just standard bushes and trees.
I have a question. Is there any sunlight?
The large pagoda in the center of the room emits light differently for all four segments. The light in the autumnal section seems quite dim, but it is there. It would also be deemed as not real sunlight.
Phineas just keeps an eye out on Helion just in case.
Ikaru jumps off Rekon's shoulder and kind of creeps up to the snow, puts one paw on it, and then quickly jumps back onto Ikaru's shoulder and starts chattering vigorously.
Eidolons dislike the cold. Interesting.
Now listen, Helion, don't tell anyone else, but I think we're being scored and I want to get the best score. So if I'm sucking up, it's not really who I am, and we're not talking about it.
It's okay. I'll still respect you.
Okay, thank you.
I won't.
Just for clarification, category 5 on a scale of...
Say 100. Please say 100. Please say 100. Please say 100.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to tell me a number. I got it. No, I understand the question now. Sorry. Nimrod looks up from his notepad. It says, a category 5 monster. Well, the categories go from 1 to 5. Anything
when I say that.
Anything higher than a 5, dear, is simply a world-ending catastrophe. He sort of looks blankly through you while saying it.
Oh, so it's not world-ending. I guess we'll be fine, because we have the Mighty Nimrod.
That is correct. That's almost as if you've read my book, The Mighty Nimrod.
Is it tower shattering? Because if we can crumble it all down to the bottom, we'll find the things much more easily.
What kind of adventure is easy?
I mean, we'll probably be in the tower as it collapses. I wouldn't overestimate our odds or anything, but you know.
It would bring the Divine down to us.
I'm not entirely certain of that, you see. Many people believe that the top floor of the tower is actually not part of the tower, but until we get there, we'll never know.
Michael just starts scratching his head, very confused looking.
Wouldn't you know, being the medium to the Divine?
I can only hear what the Divine wishes to tell me, and so far the Divine does not wish us to know. It is as simple as that.
Bastard of a god. Does anyone know anything about, I don't know, let's say, hunting things down? Because largely, if it's not got a Dewey Decimal reference next to it, I sometimes struggle.
I know how to track. We used to hunt in the village.
The village?
Michael puts his hand up as well.
Okay. And if it was specifically we were looking for, I don't know, a category 5 event monster thing, which of you thinks you would take that on?
Phineas just whispers to Rekon, I would love to know more about this village where you have your Eidolons, but maybe you should keep it down in front of Nimrod over there.
Oh, okay, good idea.
Well, I normally just walk until I find whatever it is I'm looking for.
That is one methodology. And if there was another plan that anyone had, what might that?
Rekon said he could track.
I can try and look for tracks, but does anyone else see that building?
That's what I want to talk about.
Rekko, is your hand still up?
Yes. He's like
Leon
dancing up and down like a primary school child at the moment.
Oh, sorry,
Leon
I keep
misunderstanding.
forgetting that people do politeness in this party. Yes?
Well, first of all, I don't know what a Dewey Decimal is. Second of all, does that look like that house got attacked or crumbled by itself? Because if it got attacked, then can we assume it was the monstery thing?
So, answer 1, the Dewey Decimal System, also known as D&D, is what we use in the library to keep track of things.
Oh.
I don't think we have time to go into the specifics on that right now, Maisie.
That's okay, I really don't want to.
Okay,
Libraries aren't that
question
exciting
2,
for me.
I think might be better fielded by more of an expert on the matter, which would not be myself in this.
Oh, well, Nimrod, you've got tons of experience in adventures. Would you know?
May you ask what the question is again?
Well, would you be able to tell us if the house was destroyed by the monster or if it's by age?
I see. Well, you see, it's, well, he sort of leans in and looks at the building. I would say that a Category 5 creature, or monster, or otherwise, would have simply obliterated it into absolutely nothing. So I could only assume a bit of age, and a bit of probably wear and tear from past adventurers, but nothing we should be overly worried about, I think.
I'm more worried about it wiping out buildings and obliterating stuff.
Rekon.
Oh no.
I'm going to look around for like claw marks or bite marks or just general signs that it's been attacked more than anything.
Rekon leans into Perry and just whispers into her ear, quiet enough so that no one else can hear. What if he's the Category 5 monster?
Okay, Raiko, on that question, we'll leave a little bit of a hanger there. Raiko, could you make an investigation roll? And anybody else who is wanting to investigate the building?
Ooh,
I'm specifically looking for any evidence of literature. I just want to be clear.
I think Raiko was a bit too energetic, rushing past everything. Not really looking at anything, just like, ooh, ah.
He's just excited about the fact that it's a crumbling house.
Yeah.
Just liking the stories.
Real quick, why does Nimrod's icon not be able to see anything? Click on Nimrod a second. Yeah, I can't see anything.
You don't need vision.
When I select Nimrod can't see past their own nose. Don't trust anything they say.
Oh my.
Yeah, Nimrod was like, what building?
Yeah, that building.
Nimrod's like, yes, that one looks perfectly fine.
Phineas is a little bit too distracted trying to keep up with Raiko and being all like, no, don't touch that, no.
You don't know
Phineas
what
is a
I mean.
babysitter.
Wait,
Phineas is not a babysitter.
Maisie and
Yep.
Elia, you're late. Phineas deal with the new child. And you're actually looking into things. He does look very old. So you would assume it has kind of corroded through time mostly. There doesn't seem to be any bite marks or claw marks, just general wear and tear. A lot of dust.
No bathtubs or holes, right?
Well, there's holes in the flooring, but they're not. You can
Maisie,
sort
be
of
careful.
see around.
I'm just
There
going to
are
step away
holes
from
in the
those.
floor.
Nimrod begins to try to think about and less about that.
You don't know what I have been through.
Phineas just pulls Raiko by the ear and is like, how about
Oh.
we go for a walk over here?
Oh, you're no fun. There's more behind the house.
Reckon you said you could track. Should we look around the house?
Oh, okay.
We can go back to Reckon's question first, if you want.
Yes. Thank you.
I haven't
Oh.
forgot about that. I just wanted to have a bit of suspense there.
I don't know. I don't know. He's somewhat weird. Like, what do you think?
I don't like that he keeps writing down things.
Like, I don't know. Maybe we were told we were supposed to like escort him and protect him to deal with this category 5 monster, but like, has he said anything about like what it looks like or what it could be? Because I for one may not have zoned out completely.
Maybe we should ask him and also ask like what he can do if he's like a big time adventurer. Maybe he can. When I look at oh crap, what's his name?
Nimrod?
Nimrod. Sorry. When I look at Nimrod, do I see any obvious weapons that he's holding?
Nimrod has attached to their waist like a large, what looks to be quite damaged but usable sword. Their body, by the way, if you'd like to know, is a light and deep dark red, both kind of fabrics bound together to make a military-esque suit. Every now and then on his body are large plates of gold armor. His boots are made of complete gold armor, and he has one shoulder plate covered in gold. He looks very official for his title, essentially.
Maybe we should ask him if he knows what the monster can do.
Yes. Let's go ask.
Nimrod?
Oh,
Yes.
What is this monster? What do you know about it?
Lisbeth did not say much, neither did the families. They seemed quite distraught about it. They claimed 2 different parties had been lost to this Category 5. I've not been informed exactly what it is, but I have been told by the families themselves I would know when I see it.
Has it already hurt some people?
The families have informed me, along with Lisbeth, that 2 parties have completely been wiped out, gone. They didn't stand a chance by the sounds of it. But if Nimrod versus the Invisible Fiend has anything to say about it, we will definitely bring it down without a problem.
Right, and that sword. Do you have like one that's sharp?
Ha ha ha! I will not need a blade to bring down this beast. I will simply use what comes naturally to me.
Right.
His hands upon his
okay.
waist, smiling, sort of in a hero stance.
Okay. I'll look for like tracks then.
And Rekon goes into the building, kind of carefully picking over the floor and looking at the rubble to see if he can discern what happened.
Parry kind of follows and like make sure that he's not getting hurt or anything.
Go to the
As
rest
you
of the party.
As they walk away, they both notice Nimrod returning to looking at the rubble of the house. They pick up every so often a little brick or a stone, sort of stare at it, then put it back exactly where they found it.
So Maisie, looking at the tree, you just see a thought bubble come across her head with the breathing book and then the dagger going into it, and then the reverse manufacturing process for paper. And she's going to walk as nonchalantly up to this tree as possible, just to feel if it's breathing.
Roll for nature, please.
Nature.
You can't do this very often, but every so often when you touch a tree, you feel connected to the world itself.
Oh.
You sort of feel that this tree is extremely old. It's been here a long time and has withstood so much. Even see a small family playing underneath the tree.
I think I'm a druid now.
Ooh. That's fun.
What do you mean you're a druid now?
Well, that tree's really old, it's been through a lot, and there was a family playing under it.
Nice.
Prove me wrong.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, are you going insane?
No, I'm just a druid.
Who's Jesus?
Nimrod.
He's a...
Go on, I would like to hear who Jesus is.
Why are they a baby?
I did not think this was coming on the stream, but let's go.
let's have the talk.
Come to tell everyone who Jesus is. Let's go.
Tricked you all into my moment. No.
Oh no. Hello.
Well, friends,
It's
I
a
have to
long
say,
story.
A Category 5 monster seems like it would be really big and scary, and I don't see any big scary monsters here. I don't think it's here.
You tiny, tiny person. You misunderstand. The greatest of our enemies are those that we cannot see, sometimes so small that it is nothing but a breeze. A Category 5 doesn't troll around woods like a troll waiting for a fight. A Category 5 hides, sometimes in plain sight, most of the time in our minds. But to assume your enemy will be fierce and terrible looking puts you at a disadvantage, my friend. And this is why I am the adventurer, and you're you.
How are we going to find it if it's hiding then?
That is why we are here. Now I am more concerned about your little friend who wasn't a druid, but now is. As he points at Maisie.
I'm going to touch this other tree.
He pulls his notepad out and begins to write as you do so. Interesting. Temporary druidism in live action.
Phineas just sighs to himself and is just wondering what the hell's going on.
Maisie.
Ryko's gonna take the opportunity to sneak off a little bit and go exploring by himself again.
Could you please first roll nature again?
First, okay.
So much for temporary druidism.
And because of your critical failure, you're going to instantly fail this Constitution save that I have next.
Uh-huh. Tell me more.
Okay, that's not too bad then. You touch the tree, but you instantly connect. There is no control over this. You're forced to connect with this. You feel everything. This tree is dead. It's been dead a long time. It sucks the life out of the very earth itself. It's even sucking the life out of you, and can you please take 3 points of necrotic damage?
Yes, I can, but do I need to roll for level 2 health?
Did you
Because
not
I'm still at 6.
do that?
No, I think you said on the next time we were going to do it.
Yes, you will need to.
Well,
How-
I'll talk it out.
How do I do that? That was the first question.
Click on the number 2 on your,
Ah.
and then press roll.
As that's happening, you take the necrotic damage by taking a step back. Nimroid seems absolutely above himself at the idea that just happened, sort of giddy as such. They write down every word of what just happened in their tiny book. Yes, this is just like Nimroid and the trees that fought back. Although this time, they don't have faces, so maybe it's a different kind of tree, but still, not the first tree I've faced up with. He slams his notebook closed and begins to examine the branches of the tree from a distance quite intently.
Phineas whispers to Helion, "Oh my god. We have a group with people sleeping in trees and tying themselves to them, and now we have a guy that fights trees."
Am I still connected to the tree?
No.
Okay. I don't think the druids wanted me anymore. Ow!
As you walk away, I can confirm that Nimrod is now completely just enamored with the branches of the tree. As if he doesn't even know issue anymore.
Is the scar or wound where Mate took damage, is that visible?
There is no visible damage. It was all in her mind.
Sorry, dear. Can I help?
Oh,
Yet.
it's fine. It's just
Are you okay?
yeah. Druids don't like extra people there, and my head hurts a lot. But I think I'm fine. I'll go back to my books.
Let me know if it keeps on hurting. I can potentially do a thing or two to make the pain less.
Okay. I think I might be good, but I might not touch a tree for a while unless I need to.
That is
And no holes.
That's so fine.
We should be good.
Becoming quite a long list for Maisie, isn't it?
Hammers, trees, holes.
She doesn't remember the hammers. Jesus. No, Jesus again. Here we go.
And Swahilian is preparing stairs and bathtubs and ropes.
And balls.
Phineas just sighs as he starts wandering off after Ryko.
Are you being a druid now?
Nimrod looks over his shoulder and looks at you. Ah, no, I'm assessing the enemy, you see. Never be too careful. No, indeed. He continues waffling on and on. Could you roll a perception?
Oh, yes.
As he begins to waffle on, he waves his notepad in the air, talking. You get a glance every so often of the points he's writing. You notice that he seems to be writing paragraphs for a new book. The bit you managed to just get hold of reads. Maisie, the good-looking but not as good-looking as the great Nimrod, walks over to the tree and uses her magical druid powers to announce to the party that is in fact an evil tree. Maisie then takes a moment to herself to regain her ability, but the great Nimrod knows that he will succeed over all.
I think she's mostly taken by the good-looking part because she's not used to any comments like that and is just going to... should we maybe go and see what the others are doing when she finished assessing the enemy, of course?
He closes his notebook. Excellent idea. It is always good to read.
Thank you.
Recton.
I'm just still like scoping out this building, and I would like to look at this thing in the corner, please.
You can tell it's a bucket of arrows. There are about 5-6 arrows in there. They look usable.
I will take the arrows.
They add 6 arrows into.
Phineas whistles at Perry to come along.
Raiko, Helion.
Raiko's just making footprints in the snow as if he's never seen it before, and he's just completely just so entertained just by the fact he can leave a footprint in the snow.
Theon's looking on kind of disdainfully at the snow and just eyeing it up, seemingly like they don't very much like snow.
This is fun.
It's too cold.
I mean, it's chilly, yeah, but it's fun. Look. And he just like face plants into the snow and just pulls back up and just like, look, it's me.
For those who have just entered the winter segment of the garden, you would have noticed that the cold, brisk air of the autumn segment has now been replaced with a very harsh, cold breeze. Everything is very still here, as it is obviously covered in a large layer of snow.
Ikaru climbs into Rekon's shirt and just kind of snuggles in, and all you can see is like a pair of eyes looking through like the space between two buttons.
I guess I'll go in.
You know, this reminds me of a great adventure I had. The book, you see, was Nimrod, The Adventures of the Great Cold North. The snow there is much thicker and far colder than here, but we will survive. Just remember...
Does he ever shut up?
Just remember that frostbite is your enemy.
And I'm going to try and stay
Draco.
sort of semi-behind you the whole time and look over your shoulder to see if I can glance anything else as you're writing.
Okay.
Nimrod said something about the Category 5 creature being invisible, right?
Said he could be.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Shh.
Phineas looks at the tree, sees the skeletons, and motions over to Nimrod. Look, there's your enemy. Clearly it has slain many a foe.
As you say this, Nimrod's entire expression goes from brave and heroic to suddenly, like, still and almost scared-like. They take one step back before announcing, "They are not dead! I've seen many a living skeleton. They might be frozen, but they're definitely not dead."
They look pretty dead to me, Rekon says as he kicks one.
We have run into skeletons before, but those don't seem like the kind that get up and stab you.
Oh. I wonder if I'm a necromancer now and I'm going to touch the bones.
Noticing that Nimrod's a wee bit thrown off at the moment, Raiko's going to take the opportunity to cast Mage Hand and tap his shoulder to try and make it like there's an invisible creature behind him.
Alright, before we do this, I'm going to break character for a second. Someone said it's Nimrod like Lockhart. No, Nimrod is like Nimrod Pennyroyal from Immortal Engines. Right. Just saying. Anyway.
So,
Sorry, who's the
recap here. We have Rekon has just kicked one of the skeletons. Maisie is currently trying to reach out and touch one of the skeletons, see if she can connect with the skeleton. Helion, as I saw you walk over the little thing on the floor, as you walked over it, you might have noticed that it started to glow with a soft hum. At the exact same time, Raiko is playing a practical joke on Nimrod, using Mage Hand to tap him on the shoulder. As all of this is happening...
Could we?
Yes.
Can we do the, we'll do the prank first, I think.
Yay!
Could you roll a flat 20? Also, while you do that, Immortal Engines is a wonderful book series, 7 books long, I recommend reading it. My favourite.
Oh no!
Anyway, I'm afraid that's a problem. As your Mage Hand touches, Nimrod jumps into action, turning directly to face you, placing his hand in an open palm gesture, shooting a bolt of lightning through you. As you collapse to the ground, could you roll a d6?
Welcome to the party.
You take 2 points of damage as you are knocked onto your back, essentially. By God! Shaking and looking around as if, did anyone else see that? Before eventually coming back to his senses. You should not here! No! And breathe. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, but that was a bit much, don't you think?
We are in the midst of a Category 5 monster!
Did Helion see this happen just now?
Did Phineas?
No, Helion would have. They were looking.
Okay.
Phineas, however, would notice the skeletons start to move.
Of course they did.
Can we all roll initiative? Raiko, could you please
Oh,
have
that's a
disadvantage?
big scary boy. Disadvantage in my initiative?
Yep, after what's just happened, I think that's fair.
Ooh. Did that roll? It did not. Hang on. I can roll again.
So, first up, we have Nimrod. What will Nimrod be doing?
I would love to know, as Nimrod doesn't have any spells or anything. Nimrod's entire character sheet is empty. It's a good thing I made Nimrod. Anyway.
Exactly, you know what Nimrod can do.
I do. Nimrod turns to face the skeleton, essentially, before exclaiming very loudly to the party, I told you all that they were not dead! My gods. May the divine give me strength. Nimrod...
Welcome to the party.
Nimrod looks to the party. It looks like Nimrod is to get, to sheathe out her weapon. Nimrod looks out to sheathe his weapon. Before doing so, he lets go of the handle of his sword and falls directly to the ground, cross-legged. May the divine give me strength to crush my foes. May the divine give me strength to crush my foes. Nimrod seems to enter some spectral, elven level of other lifeness as you see other versions of him sort of sparkle off from him, disappear just before him. He is in a complete trance, completely, stunned on the floor.
As he does this, the skeleton right next to Rekon begins to swing with his sword.
That doesn't hit.
That doesn't hit, does it? No. Okay.
Amazing. New tank.
Jesus. Okay, Raiko.
Okay. I'm going to use my action. Am I prone?
No, you will have contacted.
Okay.
Stand up.
In that case, I will use my action to dash so I can move 50 feet. Whee! Whoa! Whee! Down. 1, 2. And then I'm going to bonus action Keyblade into my hand and end my turn.
So the skeleton right next to Maisie. Hi, Maisie.
Oh. Am I a necromancer?
First a druid, now a necromancer.
It's a very large skeleton with horns.
Oh. Horny boy.
Who's going to try and stick you with one. Okay. Just at the last minute, you magically create a shield, a barrier between you both, chipping off a little piece of his horn. Harry.
Yeah. Okay, so I am gonna move to here, and I am gonna cast a healing word on Bracken, because you kind of just saw the skeleton almost obliterate him. So yeah, I'm gonna use healing word. And that's my turn.
Phineas.
Oh, that was loud. Phineas sighs as he just thinks to himself, I knew this would have happened. Just grabs a card out of his leather pouch, looks at it, smiles, and puts it on his leather bracer. Trying to figure out how. There we go. Now cast Infestation on the big skeleton next to Maisie.
Ooh. Okay. Roll damage.
It needs to roll Constitution saving throw.
You need to roll damage first.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It's all set up to automatically do it for me. But he succeeds the save.
No. Then that is my turn.
Karu.
Ikaru bursts out of Rekon's shirt and attacks the skeleton directly in front.
This is.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, he runs, or actually he flies. 35 feet into the air.
Okay, the skeleton that's next to Maisie is going to move. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
I don't think I can. I used my
Oh,
reaction for a shield.
Yes, you did. You can't. So I'm off. Yay! And we're all running off to.
I can't see that skeleton. Oh, no, I can now. Sorry.
Is it because you're Hikaru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lashes out with his sword as Phineas moves out of the way just in time. Helion!
Maisie, Recon, I'm coming. Don't worry. And I'm going to bonus action. Pride of the Sun.
A transformation you've all seen many times. And it's just as glorious as the first time.
Did the snow just start to melt under my feet?
It does.
Hey, big guy, this one here.
The biggest skeleton in front of me, just kind of scoff at it. I wonder, will it take one, maybe 2 hits? Probably just one.
He's so cool.
And I'm going to reckless attack it. If I can. I'm trying to roll. There we go.
That hits. Very nice.
Let's go.
That's got her in the morning.
Crumble before me. And then into.
Easy.
Okay. Very aware that there's a child behind me, and that hopefully this big guy has this. Maisie's going to do her best chaotic cat and try and climb towards the horns to distract as much as possible.
Oh my god.
I still have a climbing thing, you know?
Let's go!
What would you like me to do for that?
So you're climbing the tree?
No. I'm climbing him, trying to get to his horns.
Interesting one. Let's go with athletics.
I'm not strong.
And I will do contested perception.
Get the am.
Unfortunately, he notices you just before you try to grab onto him and kind of swipes with one arm and knocking you to the floor. Ooh. You are prone.
Can I use like my movement to stand back up again and then just kind of stand between the skeleton and Recon and pretend nothing ever happened?
Recon is going to. Oh, I need to do it this way. Do I need to do it that way? Yes. So Recon looks at the skeleton that attacked him and gives off a bit of a primal snarl and shouts out, "Class of the Beast!" And is going to attack.
That hits.
And then, as a I somehow hit myself. I wasn't though. I was targeting the skeleton.
The one in front, yeah.
Yeah. Playing kill. And then as nope, that's all I can do. I think. Hang on. Yes, that is all I can do. And then he ends his turn.
Nimrod, completely still in a trance, legs crossed, all cross-legged, sat within the snow, murmuring to themselves, opens their eyes. As their eyes fill, just no white left, nothing but a pool of purple lilacs and pinks fill their eyes.
Even
Divine,
starts levitating off the floor a little bit.
Divine, give me strength. Divine, give me strength.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't look ominous.
Yeah.
Category 5, you said, right?
I had the skeleton's gonna take another swing at you, Recon.
Mm-hmm.
But misses. Raiko.
Okay. I'm going to 1. No. 1, 2, 3. And then and I'm flanking. Wee.
Yep.
Yee. Why is it only letting me do it at disadvantage?
Well, I think it's because the skeleton, for some reason, has dodge on it, whereas that should be on Hikaru.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it is.
Uh,
Get rid of that dodge and try again.
Wonderful.
There we go.
At advantage.
That still hits.
Yay!
Is this one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
Okay.
There we go.
You swing down with this sword that looks like a giant key as it crumbles to the ground beneath the key itself.
On my first try! Yay! He just kind of jumps up and down a little bit. Oh, wait, no, there's more. You okay, Recon? Good. And he moves over to the Minotaur. And then ends his turn.
Oh, that doesn't go well for your floor there, Raiko.
No, it does not.
I feel like somebody needs taking down a peg with a great axe in his face. Helion.
Who are you talking about?
The Minotaur swings wide as you dodge out of the way.
Dodge.
What is this dodge?
Maybe
Eric.
it bounces off my skin.
Let's go with that. I like that one.
The major swings. Para kind of sees the skeleton moving towards Phineas, so she's gonna go over here and attack it with her sword.
That misses.
I'm going to use my bonus action to put another healing word on Reckon. Oh, I cannot. So sorry, I'm ending my turn.
Phineas.
Alright, Phineas just looks at the skeleton in front of him and takes his time to pull out another card out of his holster. And then he smiles, even bigger grin, and as he puts it down on his holster. And he's going to summon his mastiff.
Heck yeah.
Which cannot see shit, but he's here.
Again, vision thing.
Yeah.
Not sure what that is, to be fair, but still.
All vision was working not too long ago.
There we go, now he sees stuff. Can it still attack on the same turn, or no?
Yes.
There we go, then he's gonna go and attack. And that should be flanking, yes?
You don't typically have summons flanking.
Oh, right, yeah, never mind. You're... Forgot!
That hits.
But I cannot roll for damage.
Yeah, I can't.
Let's see, that's 2d10 plus 6. Holy crap.
Yep, go for it.
Ew!
21 points of damage.
That's with the plus 6 already, so...
Oh yeah, 15. Okay. Either way, your Mastiff mauls every single bone, one by one, throwing them off, gnawing at them, until it's no more.
Dinner boy. Alright, and I will end my turn.
Karu.
Ikaru is going to fly so that he's directly above Helion, and then turns and faces the Minotaur skeleton and gives the action of taking a swing, missing, and landing flat on his face.
It succeeded. It has no brain, it is not bothered by your insults.
And that is the end of Ikaru's turn.
Don't know why it thinks that you're fighting instead.
Ilian.
Let's go. Looking at this Minotaur. It swung at me and did nothing. This has gotten boring. Enough of you. And you see Helion do something that you haven't seen him do before. Reaching up a hand towards the sky, where the sun would be, a small ball starts to form. Small at first, and then starts to grow in his hands into a basketball-sized sun blazing in his palm. Merciless sun! And he casts it down on the Minotaur.
Let's go!
Oh, it says he's run out of his designated attribute. I still have my sunshine points, though.
Use it without consuming.
How do I do that?
When you cast it, there should be a tick box.
I do not see a tick box.
Sorry, was
Can
it
you-
Pride of Sun?
Merciless
Can
Sun.
you use it on little Helion sheep?
Oh, yes, I bet I can. Let me do that.
Little Helion. Little
Oh, a little Helion.
tiny Helion.
Wee helium.
There we go. And it's... Is it it's a save, right? A spell save? Or is it an attack roll?
I think
I
it's
don't
an
remember.
attack roll.
Misses.
It's supposed to be a save.
Are you sure?
I thought so. Because it's like Fireball.
Yeah,
Is Maisie gonna be
I've
okay?
not done that. Right. That's
Are we taking it as an attack for now then, or
no, I'll quickly do a save.
right?
Whoa!
Which misses.
The attack would have been better. Anyway.
Not for me.
I'll even, because its save was so bad, you can even do critical damage.
Holy shit!
Yes. Yee.
Merciless Sun! And I
What?
crash it down onto them.
It's looking a little bit charred, but still stands. We're a little bit surprised.
Oh, that's new.
That should be an area of effect spell, I think.
That's
It will be.
that's
once. You can choose
that's
how
what I
much
was
to pump
concerned.
into it.
Right. Okay.
okay.
Points.
You're just rude, and I'm just gonna try and stab him with the dagger. Why are you not rolling? Oh, because I'm not targeted, probably. Ha 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 ha. This is fine.
You got this, Maisie.
I'll just do one of those, shall I? My bad.
And misses.
Your dagger goes through like a ribcage.
Remember to call out your attacks. I think that's where we're going wrong. And I think that's going to be me end of my turn.
Reckon.
Recon is going to move here, and just looks at the spinal column of the Minotaur skeleton. Looks at his claws and swings, shouting out, "Claws of the Beast!" Would I be flanking? Thank you.
What you were going to ask?
No.
Still misses.
I miss. Okay, and then I am going to just say like something quietly to myself and heal. That's my turn.
Nimrod's now floating, cross-legged, sort of above now a burning circle with their eyes flickering 1,000 colours. Places one hand in front of him, pointing towards the Minotaur, and says, "The great adventurer, Nimrod, stands before in a cold field, faced against a mighty terror. It is a shame that it perished." Nimrod's words become physical entities they leave their mouth. Upon the word perish, the sentence flies into the Minotaur and wraps itself around it until you hear an almighty crunch, until the Minotaur falls into bones upon the floor in front of you. Upon saying this, Nimrod falls to the ground, and all of the effects around him fizzle out.
Did I do that? Did I do that?
Pathetic. And then I'm going to revert back.
Oh, hi, wee man. I missed
The
you.
effects.
The effects word up. Whenever they want to.
I think it was one of us that did that.
I don't think it was you. I think I maybe kicked it, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's slightly less concerning. I was thinking I was beginning to absorb trees and skeletons now. So that's fine.
Nimrod brushes himself off before looking quite annoyed at the party.
Recon would like to start looking through the corpses of the small skeleton and the Minotaur skeleton.
Anything useful in there, Recon?
I saw the skeleton had a sword. I was thinking that maybe I could just use it for now.
Notice both skeletons had a short sword. Not a very good one, but it will do.
Recon will pick up one of the short swords and just kind of picking up the other one, hold it out to everyone else and say, Does anyone want this?
I'll take it for Leaf.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
And it hands over the short sword to Helion.
Put it in my pack.
So I didn't cause the skeletons, but you seemed to cause the sun, and it was very close to me. Should I be worried about that?
No. Oh, no. He'd probably say something like, I am the sun. I control it. But, I mean, it's just, I couldn't hurt you. Why would I hurt any of you guys?
I thought it was really cool.
Reiko, you were really good, Reiko. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, I did it. That was my first fight.
Excuse me, your first fight.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Why? Just why?
Why what?
Don't worry about it, kid. You did good. You survived.
Yay.
Perry kind of moves down to Reckon and kind of want to take a look at his wounds. See if she can bandage some of them.
I'm okay, Perry. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's just a little bruised. I'll be fine.
Good to hear.
Maisie, are you okay? You tried to... What? Were you trying to climb it?
My head's still a bit sore. I tried to distract it. It wasn't the most successful. I think maybe I need to work on that a bit.
As you say this, Nimrod leans in and grabs your arm and sort of looks at it for a moment before saying, "The adventurer Maisie damaged herself, but the Grand Nimrod found a way to heal her." Upon saying these words, you feel as if you have long rested.
Ooh.
Slobs and everything.
Maisie just kind of leaves her arm there as he touches it and blushes.
Once you are fully healed, Nimrod lets go. You should be fine, but I recommend not climbing beasts.
Duly noted. Thank you for the advice and the healing, and thank you very much, and thank you.
Nimrod nods and goes back to looking at the corpses around the tree.
Phineas,
feel
you'd like to
that
investigate
didn't
the
qualify as category 5.
Sorry, Virtual. Investigate what?
the ruin in front of me. What Helion sipped on and triggered all of this.
Roll investigation.
He sees nothing.
Pretty shiny rocks in the snow.
And I believe Maisie's question was, what is a category 5?
Well, this didn't qualify as a category 5, surely.
No. The undead, as fearsome as they are, does not qualify as a category 5, barely a category 1 to be fair. Still dangerous, and you should have all listened.
Raiko puts his hand up again.
Yes?
Hi. So, just a hypothetical. If you were a bad guy, what category would you be?
I guess I would be a category 5. A force to be reckoned with. He kneels down, putting his hands on his knees, and sort of leans in.
Okay, well,
I'm not.
Is he threatening our new friend?
Well, you did just kind of sit and levitate, Radva. You didn't really do anything.
I used what comes naturally, and vanquished our foes.
I mean,
very brave.
Helion brought down the sun.
He was also
Rekon made his hands go all sharp.
He was also very brave.
Stood after such an event. Your friend's very impressive with a show of divinemanship. But I, the great adventurer, Nimrod Hexdor, am better.
I haven't heard of you before, so...
I think I'm going to leave. Heard enough of this blathering. Let's
Phineas
go.
moves on as well.
This is really awkward. This might come in handy before, but does anyone need any armor? Because I've got a spare set and I don't really need it.
What sort of armor?
Phineas.
Studded leather.
Oh. Does anyone else need? I could.
You can have it. I don't need it.
Librarians don't really need armor.
You don't need armor?
Nope.
I mean, not so far.
What about Perry?
I'm fine. I usually stick to like the back end of everything, because you never know when you need a healer.
Oh, if you don't mind, Raiko, thanks.
Here you go.
Rekon disappears behind the tree to get changed.
Phineas.
Yes?
I know when I get all big, sometimes I'm a little full of myself, but... Oh, am I that bad?
I can't say that it's fun having both of you around at the same time.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Oh. Perhaps I'll have to work on that.
It's quite alright. I can tolerate you. It's only for a short burst.
Oh, thank you. Then, maybe it's a good thing we're meeting in the tower and not outside.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, you must be like that all the time.
I like to think that when the big guy has a chance to come out more often, it's not quite as bad, but, when it's just in short bursts and he's kind of locked away inside all day, it's kind of like, I think when you're stuffed in a room and you really just get crazy in there and you gotta stretch your legs and it all just comes out at once.
Maisie walks past at this point and keeps moving, hearing of enclosed spaces.
We should probably go and follow her.
Definitely. She might find books and God knows what else.
I'm more worried about the what else she'll do to the book.
Me too.
No one's waiting for Recon and who's got left behind.
Parry kind of starts to follow them, and then like cannot hear the amount of like annoying chit chatter that's either come from Wrecker or the fact that she feels like someone's missing. So that's Reckon. So she turns around and heads back and kind of calls out Raikou and Reckon's names, being like, "Are you guys coming?"
As you do this, Nimrod stands over the large circle. Yes, a piece, then there, and I put that one there, and then this one here, and it would, perhaps.
Raiko, how does it look?
Oh, it works perfect.
Thank you. Perry, Raiko gave me a present.
Well, it's nice of him.
What do you think?
It looks really good on you.
He just smiles.
Also, just a quick note, Losa, you are low.
Yes, I was
That's volume. It kind of comes and goes. Like sometimes you're like a good volume, and then it's like quiet.
Where did everyone else go?
Oh, they went over here. So we should probably follow them.
Oh, okay.
Nimrod the Great. Are you gonna join?
He didn't say his name was Nimrod the Great.
No, it's Nimrod Hexador.
Paris gonna call him Nimrod the Great because he keeps saying I'm the Great Nimrod. So she's call him Nimrod the Great.
What was the question, sorry?
If he's gonna join as well.
Nimrod looks up from his notepad and looking at these points. Yes, I will be there momentarily. I think, though, I've solved the puzzle.
Okay, well, we'll just go ahead then.
Don't touch anything that looks like it could harm you.
Okay, Raikou, you stand next to me.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Careful not to touch his ego. Sorry, what?
I didn't hear anything.
Hey, I'll be right back. Don't worry. I'll be right back. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna. Can I claim?
The climate is now a little warmer, still kind of chilly, but much more of a spring atmosphere.
Can I climb this tree to try and sneak on Nimrod?
Sure.
Roll athletics.
Yeah.
I should be good at this.
This kid's gonna die, not from enemies, but from our own party.
Nimrod is going to murder him.
You're quite natural at climbing. You always have been.
Yeah.
Climb pretty good.
You notice Nimrod's rapidly drawing and sketching a different notepad. You see that they've drawn a weird circled room with 4 points. It looks like the room you came in with, the portal room. There seems to be an image of the rune circle in front of him and the ruined building in the autumn point. He seems to have drawn arrows to the portal room. He's put 2 question marks under it on the pretense of not knowing something. You hear him mumbling as he marches left to right over and over again before he stops to look around. Could you roll a stealth?
Fuck. Let's hope he has shit perception.
Nimrod puts
one.
Nimrod puts both of his hands in the air as tiny little orbs appear before him. He moves them around as if they're nothing, essentially. As his eyes shift from colour to colour, looking into this weird void he has now created. Upon closing it, he nods, before looking up at the tree and making direct eye contact with you. The trees here are known to harm. I'd be careful if I was you. As he
No, they haven't hurt me as much as you have yet. And he gets down.
Anyone else expecting a lightning bolt straight into the tree and knock
Right.
go off?
It was a nat 1 I was going to. Anyway. Nimrod joins the party in the segment of spring, still writing.
I wonder if I touch these, will that do anything?
I'm just going
What did
around
this man just
touching
say about touching
Maisie.
everything? Yeah.
The touching what, sorry?
I don't know. This thing. It's a thing that's touchable.
The sleeping
bed.
bags?
Oh, yes.
Surrounded by a little fire and a large enough tent to fit you all.
Oh no.
As Maisie
What did they
reaches
just say
out
about touching stuff?
and touches one
You
of the
didn't hear
sleeping
that.
bags. Everything goes dark. If I had it set up correctly.
Imagine everything went dark.
Oh no! Hey,
So
theater of
dark.
the mind, everybody.
As you do so, Nimrod sort of looks around at the tower that emits the light from the room. Well, this cannot be good.
Everything goes so dark. And before you appear several wisp-like things. Sort of see forms of people. These wisps where their hearts would. You get an idea that they seem to be gathered around a campfire eating dinner. As the fire starts to grow uncontrollably. And grows even more, changing colour slightly, but pink. There's a large ball of fire emerges just above and plunges down into the campfire itself as the images fade.
As this happens, Nimrod turns his back and begins to scribble in his book quite violently. Yes.
Am I still a necromancer?
The sleeping bag did not come back alive.
Oh, that's a good point. What just happened then?
Maybe our mighty Nimrod can tell us about that.
It's funny you say that, because I think I might be able to.
Of course you can.
This is the garden of... Upon your statement, his eyes glance upon you. In this garden, it is a representation of the Divine's will over the seasons. If I am correct in thinking, this is spring, and this is the start of life. I've yet to figure out what the spectral images are, but I believe the flame is more important.
From where I was standing, it looked more like the flame was extinguishing their life.
Nimrod begins to write his book. Sometimes, to create life, life must be killed. It is a sad part of existence, but it is what it is.
Phineas glances over at Helion, pondering.
Eye contact. Immediately rolls eyes. It's like, oh, I feel sorrier and sorrier for you lot as the minutes pass.
I believe I'm onto something. When we appeared in the central column, of which you all left quite at some speed, I noticed there were 4 pillars, all empty, all with people praying before them. Perhaps we are to bring them something from each segment of the garden.
What would we bring them from here? Perhaps the fire?
Perhaps.
Bag?
So far, the places we visited seem to all share very similar forms of energy. The flame bears relatively the same energy as the other areas. Finding what they had was unique. Maybe the answer. Nimrod begins to write in their book.
And you forgot to mention this part about this energy you're feeling until now.
I am a spectral elf. All around us is energy. You are a demon tiefling thing, as he rolls his hand in your direction. Surely you must feel the difference of the energy of life and the energy of death, do you not?
I don't know, do I?
Indeed. The tiefling is unsure of their own emotions. He begins to write in the book.
Kind of whispering, but maybe not quite quiet enough. I don't have much experience with elves. Are they all arseholes like this, or just this one?
Depends which world you're in.
Has anybody looked inside the tent yet?
Oh, I can do it. Me,
God, someone go-
me.
Go check on the child.
Nimrod walks behind Helion and places his hand upon his shoulder. It was shocking how the heroes who accompanied me drew silent. Helion could no longer speak.
Helion begins to panic and gesticulate frantically, kind of believing he was maybe just attacked.
Better.
You're gonna need to teach me that trick. That's gonna come in handy.
When you are a scholar of the word, anything you say can come true. Why do you think I have so many books? As he walks away to examine the tent with the rest, he clicks his left hand reaches to the air and clicks. Upon hearing the snapping noise, Helion gains the power to speak again.
Are we okay with that happening? I'm not really
not.
okay with that happening at all.
Phineas shrugs as he walks towards the tent.
Unallowed to express an opinion, seems.
It's okay, Helion. This guy seems kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Did you look in the tent yet?
Nimrod simply beckons to do so.
Alright, kid, you were so excited. Hop on in.
Before doing so, Raikou will pull the Keyblade back into his hand, and then just use it to pull open the tent flap.
Rekon readies his bow.
I assume roll a perception.
Empty.
Oh, okay.
No roll.
Oh,
To
okay.
see it's empty.
I think I can see something glinting at the back, though. Hey, maybe you should check it out, Nimrod.
Nimrod looks down at you and simply shakes his head. I have no intention. Thank you, though.
Coward.
Child.
Yes. At least I can admit to it.
I'm starting to like this child, Helion.
Me too. He's got a lot of spunk, and that's something I wish I had.
Can Rekon collect some plants, please?
Ooh.
Of course, survival.
Upon seeing Rekon collecting plants, I would also like to collect some alchemical components.
Go for survival. We'll add some alchemical ingredients to your inventories for next time.
Thank you very much.
As Nimrod and Maisie get closer to the summer district,
Let's make some potions.
as they step over the threshold, essentially, Nimrod places his hand up in front of Maisie. Tread carefully. Who knows what lies here?
Probably the divine.
Nimrod simply looks at Maisie before looking at the house. Indeed. Pulls out the small notebook and begins to jot down notes.
The divine summer house.
Phineas walks up behind Nimrod, tries to sneak a peek at what he's writing.
Could you roll perception?
Nope, Phineas knows nothing.
You try to peer over, but you notice he is far taller than you, and it's increasingly hard to do so without being noticed.
So other than the child, who wants to go and look in this house first? Also, tread carefully. I don't know, define booby traps or something.
I will perceive the path to the house and try and note any bumps or anything that looks out of the ordinary.
Glancing over at Nimrod, Helion says, "I'll go in with him."
Phineas steps forward and says, "Maybe I should have a look first before you go in." As he walks up to the house.
Like,
I would-
you're not checking the... Oh, okay.
Alright, well, I'm looking up the porch.
I thought we were meant to look at the ground.
You look at the ground.
We
He
can all
said
look
watch out for
somewhere.
traps.
Yeah. Walking up to the house, I would like to use my trap sense.
Oh.
Hey, close your eyes and right. Don't seem to get anything though.
It seems the nearby area is safe, at least.
That's good news.
Helion, would you like to do the honors?
Ooh, I guess I will.
Every step you take up. Billboards are very old.
Ooh, I don't much like the sound of creaking old wood. There we are. Alright, I'm gonna open the door.
You got
I got you back.
Oh, I cannot open the door. Oh, there we go. I fling it open and like cower for a minute as if something was gonna jump out and get me.
Raiko jumps in.
You're greeted by old stone floors with lots of broken crates and plants and fauna.
Well, whoever does live here, they're not very tidy. And then I'm gonna perceive for traps or anything that looks out of the ordinary. Ooh!
I mean, it all looks out of the ordinary, but nothing sticks out. Like, it's all out of the ordinary, but equally out of the ordinary. All straight. Nothing strange.
I think we're okay to go in.
Guess we're bound to find out.
The further in you go, the more furniture broken. You get a sense that nobody's been here in a long time.
Ooh, there's lots of plants in here.
Maybe we should try and take some.
I think so. Seems to be a unique variety.
Roll nature again. Survival.
Survival, yeah?
Yeah.
Boy.
Is that a bathtub in the corner?
It is, yes.
Helion, maybe you should stay out of that back of the room.
Helion is in this corner, just eyes locked on the bathtub.
Now, just don't go near it, and it'll be fine.
I will add more herbs relative to your roll.
It's okay, Helion. I don't like baths either.
Not that I don't like hygiene, it's... they're dangerous.
And Raiko kind of taps at the bath with his keyblade.
Small chunk of wood breaks off.
This one seems pretty docile.
Nimrod approaches Helion. An awfully strange thing to be scared of baths, is it not?
Helion, kind of tired of this man's haughtiness and still very sore with him for magically silencing him, just kind of ignores him and walks away.
Phineas is the greatest adventurer of all time, being cautious to do anything. But hey, that's just me.
Phineas turns to him and asks Nimrod, "So, what are you sensing now, magical fairy?"
I am a spectral elf, and I sense nothing too peculiar upon this abode. More concerned about the people within it now, and the threat you may have to just upsetting whatever demon or creature lies within it. Not to mention, your strange fears upset me. If that, point to the bathtub or the room with the tub in it, fears one of your strongest allies, then what would they do in front of a truly menacing foe?
Honestly, that man has faced greater things without much challenge before. We've yet to see you do anything other than sit and pray and depend on your divine.
The divine does not power me. She merely grants me the strength to do what I do. The power is all mine. He relies on the sun. I rely on the written word. We are very alike, although I'm not scared of household furniture. Although, with my skill set, I could simply remove that fear, but they seem rather attached to it.
Perry, I haven't talked to you yet. How have you been today?
Oh no, poor Helion.
Pretty okay.
What do you feel
Considering
about this?
what happened during the night in the tower. I'm still a bit shaken up about that. Like being away from Phineas for like an entire night. It's a bit weird.
It's really good to have him back. I was worried sick.
Same. I mean, I know he's my brother and everything, but like we've been up against each other's sides for like 14 years, and like just suddenly like not having him next to me, it's I don't like it.
Well, don't worry. I won't tell him. I know how you two are with your sibling rivalry and all that, but it's very sweet of you to be concerned about him. I know. I was so scared we were gonna lose him. I couldn't think about any of you being hurt or worse.
Alright.
Good you're all safe.
Pull yourself together, little man.
Interesting. As Nimrod takes notes. As he does so, he walks towards Perry and sort of leans in to meet eye gaze. A fear to be alone is nothing to be truly upset about.
Phineas would very much like to tell Maisie as she's coming out not to come here, but she's already walked past me.
What's that, sorry?
Phineas was gonna tell Maisie as she was coming out not to come behind the house.
Oh, I see.
She ran straight past me.
Oh, well, before that, Nimrod leans in and rips a page out of their book and hands it to Phineas.
To me?
No, sorry, Perry.
Oh, okay.
I almost called you Ferb, so that's a whole other scenario.
Oh, no.
Perry kind of grabs the paper from Nimrod and kind of like is like a bit confused over what he said, but kind of just answers back saying, "Well."
You'll find once you take hold of it, it sort of disappears into light in a sense, and floats around you. May you, only once every now and then, at its powerful magic to behold, share the thoughts with those you love the most. You'll never truly be alone. He pats you on the head before walking out, and you feel a sudden further connection to your brother.
Aww.
They now once per day speak to each other telepathically. One sentence.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Okay, maybe he's not so bad.
Perry's kind of like taken back, like with this like amazing gift that she's been given, because like the night before, 1.5 nights before, it was like the first time in like 14 years that she was like not without Phineas next to her at all time. So like kind of like having like, oh, like she can speak to the one she holds dearest to her heart like once a day or once in a while. It kind of calms her nerves a bit more, and she's not so scared to
be alone.
Explore the tower more.
As you ponder this, Nimroi leaves, just simply wanders out of the house to greet the rest.
Just leaves.
Just bye. Yeah, so Phineas would like to ask Macy to stay back and watch the group for a minute.
Okay.
As he wanders up, having learned nothing from last time, and looks at what he found underneath the tree. Does not pick it up yet, mind you.
Okay. Reckon, Raiko, what have you two been up to?
I noticed Recon was just kind of sitting out on the porch, and I come and sit down next to him, just kind of nudge him a little and just go, "You okay?"
I'm okay. I'm just, It's been a weird day.
Yeah, you can say that again. But, hey. Can't get any weirder than this.
You haven't been to the other floors.
No, not yet, but I look forward to it.
Yeah, maybe don't, like, look forward to it too much.
Why? It sounds like the adventure of a lifetime.
There are some really strong things in this dungeon, and you just don't get hurt, okay?
I won't get hurt. Don't worry about that. But Recon, like, why are you scared? You're strong.
Recon, you see kind of Recon unconsciously reach his hand up and stroke Ikaru. And he doesn't really say anything. He just kind of absent-mindedly tickles Ikaru under the chin.
Para kind of overhears this conversation between Rekon and Raiko, and kind of walks out and kind of like unconsciously to herself and herself being kind of holds out her hand and kind of grabs Rekon's hand and is like, "Don't worry, buddy. I got you."
While this conversation is happening, Nimrod beckons Maisie over to the central tower as they walk off in that direction.
Oh.
If the others are still having that conversation.
Recon would kind of respond to Perry by just kind of saying,
but sometimes when you help people, it hurts you, and that's not okay.
I'm fine. I just need a little bit of a sleeper. Like an hour or two, I should be fine. But it's kind of my thing. Like, that's how I help people. If they hurt, I hurt. So, it's kind of my way of saying it.
Well, that's really sweet. Kind of wiping tears from his face. It's just, you know, we've all gotten so close, and Raikou, I know you're new, but you seem to be doing very well, just fitting in, and
I'm just happy to be here.
I have to say, it was really hard to see Leaf leave for the village, and that's why I couldn't help but see him off. But I'm just really happy you're all here, and that we're all together. Where is Phineas? Oh my god. Where did he go?
I didn't see him.
I swear if we lost him again.
He'll be about, surely. I mean, where else could he have gone?
Phineas! Helion starts calling, just loudly. Phineas!
Recon probably joins in.
Phineas!
I found the mastiffs over here.
You guys go check on that. I'm gonna go see if Maze is okay.
Okay, be safe.
Don't worry, I will be.
In the central pagoda that is the very middle of this room, Maisie and Nimrod stand at one of the altars as Nimrod is frantically discussing his theory of how this floor works. Well, you see, there are charred marks upon this pedestal, and we saw the pink flame. Therefore, as there are 4 of them, we are simply missing either flames or items from each of them. We need a way to bring it here. It's the only way we'll know. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think broadly speaking that sounds reasonable.
I knew you were the smartest.
Oh,
Nimrod sort of dances around the room, looking at each pedestal individually, reading what it says upon it. Nothing overly, apart from simply spring, summer, autumn, winter, sort of devising what those things could mean, dissecting them. You see, it is almost like at a time I went to the Great Isle of Many Times. Time worked differently there, so one day it was spring and the next it was winter. It was very strange. But they would have loved the phenomenon of having all 4 at the same time. If they could keep it that way, that would be great. Meaning there is magic here. Time magic, some form of magic. Keeping it like this. We must bring them to this central. Then I assume whatever sleeps here, the Category 5 monster, will arise. I believe. At least.
It all sounds well and good. Still doesn't tell us what this Category 5 monster is going to be, which concerns me slightly.
If I was to guess, and I was to guess most likely correct,
of course,
it is going to most likely be some form of elemental, or, even worse, a seasonal elemental. He sort of ponders for a second, flipping through the book on his point. Seasonal elementals are quite the fierce beast, and they could very easily make, if left alone long enough, become a Category 5. But who's to say which elemental it is, and it could be worse, it could be 4 of them. Completely stunned at the statement, Nimrod drops his book.
Can I pick up the book and purposely see if I can sense anything from it?
No.
Sure. I would need you to first roll, we'll say, an acrobatic to see if you can get there fast enough, essentially.
Okay.
Like instinct, you sort of pounced at the
Oh
floor
my god.
and grabbed the book. I won't make you roll again. 20 was good enough, I guess, for the entire roll.
Did you say it was cat-like reflexes?
For a moment,
Yes.
For a moment, Nimrod doesn't even notice this. His eyes have glazed over and almost pale white as they fathom the idea of facing 4 seasonal elementals. As you flick through the book, you feel like a pressure come about you. Could you roll an Arcana?
Oh no.
This is fine. It's all fine.
He's gonna turn on you when you delete his book.
Now, you have rolled high enough to decide, Maisie.
Okay.
Do you allow the instincts of whatever demon book creature lives within you to take over, or do you suppress it? You may choose.
I allow it.
Oh,
yeah! Holding the book wide open, you feel your eyes sort of lose control as they fill with the black liquid you're now familiar with as such. You begin to stream this black goo as it makes contact with your fur changes several shades darker until you are stood in a new form altogether. You are a much darker, far more menacing, hunchbacked variant of yourself. You flick through each page, reading it at the speed of a single second a page, until you are left with an empty book. You simply put your arm out and let go as the book hits the floor. As it does so, its pages flicker, noticeably nothing upon them.
no.
You have gained all of the new relevant information that Nimrod has been writing. You feel it sort of wash over you, every thought Nimrod has had since he first arrived in the tower, let alone this very point itself. You can't help but feel a good, almighty level of smugness sort of overwhelm you, as if you are better than everyone before you. You suddenly have this strange inkling that words you write may simply come to life.
Shut up.
Whatever makes Nimrod, Nimrod, now makes you. Take a moment and take a step back before your body returns to its normal form, slightly hazy on what just happened, but you are cognitively aware enough to know exactly what you did. Nimrod sort of snaps out of his trance, mumbling to himself about seasonal elementals it can't be, before he leans down to pick up his book. In doing so, he notices you there, hunchbacked next to him. He simply eyes you as he picks the book up and flicks through its pages. In doing so, he frantically flicks and flicks and flicks as his sort of mind wanders from page to page. 1 second. I just got sent out. Oh, 1 second. Right. 1 second, Neil. I'm just going to do something, and you're going to run with that, right?
Oh, shit.
Never good.
Cool, okay.
Yay!
He flicks through the pages, and frantically, his brow begins to twitch as his eyes begin to widen as he looks up at you. You! You! Harleton! His fists clenched, snapping the pencil he was holding in half without even a second thought. Have you done? You got close to me with your wows and your eyes, and you stole what was mine. You feel the pagoda in the center of the room begin to shake, as the 4 pedestals begin to rumble, as the very floor itself seems very unstable. How dare you? How very dare you? Looming over you as you're still sort of on the ground, he kicks you across the room. I will see that you will not see the next day, you vile Tabaxian, raising his left hand above him.
At that point, Mike was going to run in.
After screaming the words perish, I forget your character's name, I'm afraid.
Ryko.
Ryko. As you hear the words perish and see the words leave his mouth and turn into a dagger-like shape form around them and flies towards Maisie, what do you wish to do?
I dash in, holding the keyblade in both my hands, and whack him in the stomach.
Could you roll the strength, please?
Just an ability check?
Yeah. Okay. In doing so, you knock him as he falls to the side. His words bounce off the walls frantically before they become nothing but smoke. As he turns to you, you notice his colourful, ever-shifting eyes, now a deep maroon, filled the shadows. How dare you? How dare you all, pathetic, insignificant, weeveling children!
Ryko just smiles back and just goes, still not a coward, though.
He reaches his hand above his head and states, Nimrod Hexador realized in that moment all those around him could not be trusted. And calls upon the great darkness that holds within this very realm itself. Hexador will vanquish the true evil of this floor. All 4 of the totems in the room begin to shake as they wind, as the room begins to fill with a mist, both cold and warm. The last you will find, the Category 5 demons of this floor, will be the last of your problems, children. Nimrod begins to grow as the sounds of his bones begin to snap and begin to break. His skin changing from a green to a semi-off yellowish purple, his eyes bleeding, pools of purple and red blood. As I say, it is command. Perish before me. All 4 segments of this floor itself begin to die, all indicating the same season, all dead. Nimroid Hexador, now a large demonic creature surrounded by 4 entitied spirits, each one a different season, stood before you. And that would mark... Oh, sorry, the pagoda is now shattered, may I also add. Everyone can see this.
Okay.
Okay.
The entire party has witnessed his growth and his ability, now controlling 4 seasonal elementals before you. Pray to your gods that the divine has mercy. And that is it.
I just wanted to read the book.
Just like your final words, the final thing said is simply that. Just before we do actually go though, amongst all of this, a large siren can be heard as all of the symbols of each family begin to glow, calling upon the heroes to fight this fight. As stated, the next episode will be a raid boss.
Oh my god.
That's so bright, holy fuck! I can just see like 2 dots where my eyes are.
Everybody else can also see this intense light coming.
I was about to solve the puzzle.
Solved it!
Solved it.
Guys.
Just guys? Somebody? So yes. Again, may I also add, this is the second time Maisie has done something in Doom Duel.
And we wouldn't have her any other way.
Didn't you unleash the 13?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Either doom us all or doom myself, and at the moment, I'm feeling a group activity.
Can I add that Maisie had the choice not to have that happen?
I know. But we all know that was gonna happen.
Can I ask, did anyone think I was going to not take
No.
Nope.
Not for one moment.
I mean,
And
it's
we're proud of you
Maisie and her
for
love of it's Maisie and her love for books is kind of like, oh shit.
Essentially, Maisie has learned, though, a few skills from the Silver Quill, which are classes from Strixhaven. If no one knew what this was, this... I can't remember. Yeah, Nimrod, even. Christ. Nimrod's class is a hero, but his special abilities were things you can only learn at Strixhaven. Fun fact.
Okay.
Literally stealing the knowledge from other places.
And now you can use it as weaponizing people.
Yeah.
Well, it depends if you survive, because again, if you die, you die.
Oh,
And
fair.
you piss off someone who actively referred to himself as stronger than a Category 5.
We'll have the skills and we'll sort it out for next session or in the next battle.
Perfect. That'll be
Also,
chaotic.
just to confirm before we do go, yeah, if I think it was Helion. Was it Helion I put down? Yeah, if you were to state that you had a fear of bats, he would have removed that fear. If any of you were to openly admit to a fear, they would have removed that fear. Not anymore, mind you.
I mean, no.
I think that ship might have sailed.
Going to try it at the start of next session.
I'm really scared of holes.
I have a fear of you.
There we go.
And he poofs out of existence.
Yay.
Yes.
I mean,
I solved it again.
we could start small with the seasonal elementals.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Am I the real raid boss?
I think so.
I mean, we're gonna find out in the end that Maisie was the bad guy all along.
Maisie was the divine.
You get to the line, it's like, not Maisie, no!
No!
Well, anyway, there we have it. As stated, next week will be a raid, which means there will be more than just the generic 5 or 6 people we typically run with, and we will be calling most, if not all, heroes to join in and help fight off this entity.
Oh my god.
So that will be interesting. But until then, we'll see you all next time. You ready?
Yep.